Hey guys, this is Isaac, and let's do some more boring Ratchet and Clank Future, a Kraken Times practice test speedrun single segment commentary. For some reason, I really hate doing these, so this episode has a lot of content in it because I sped up most of it because I want to do fewer of these, and really I have no idea why. I do enjoy this game, but for some reason I just don't really enjoy commentating it. Probably get Bjorn involved for dual comms on the actual speedrun whenever I'm commentating that, so that should be less boring. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and get right into the action. Obviously, this fight is something that just needs to be manipulated to be fast. I mean, that one was very good, I thought, but obviously it can be a little bit faster. And here I score another easy Zoni. The super speed has already begun, get used to it. And jumping along here, I actually get caught up quite a bit, but that's something very easy to avoid. There's no real flaw in my actual plan there, it's just my play. And then we come to more of these little jumpy things, which I hate. They're my least favorite part of a Kraken time, literally, because I die to those things 3 or 4 times more often than I do to anything else. Like, it can regularly take me 5 or 6 tries to get across them, and I don't know why. It seems like often they're intentionally killing you. But obviously, here's a glitch. I think I might mess it up, or maybe I didn't. I don't remember which recording I ended up using for this. But if I do mess it up, I'll probably just have cut it out, so it'll probably look perfect to you guys. And as you can see, you just jump across right like that, and then, yeah, I screw up a lot on the sign here. Maybe that's what I'm remembering. But then, yeah, you can, in fact, pretty easily climb this sign once you get on top of it. Actually, you can do it from a little bit lower, so in the speed run, I'll jump a little bit lower than I am now. But you can jump over here, land on this. Oh, here's what I do. Yep, I actually managed to somehow, like, hit that little globe thing on the end and end up falling down here, and I'm just like, screw it. Start mashing buttons wildly. But then I land on it successfully and drag myself as far to the side as possible, but still somehow make it through that tiny doorway. Never really explained. Time for some more glitching, right? So, of course, we're going to skip all the battles in this area, because if we killed a single enemy in Pollux, that would be way too many. I have some difficulty grabbing the edge of the little light thing here, but if you grab the edge of that computer bank, which should not be as difficult as I'm making it look, then there we go. You can jump up, grab onto the little wires here, pull yourself through the roof, jump over onto the computer bank, and then do some hover booting around until you've totally skipped all the combat and exploration in this area, which is even better than the already good glitch that I began this area with, and even better than the even better glitch that Ian found. So this is just overall the fastest route that anyone's found so far, and it really does get through that room quickly if you do it right. And now we begin the most boring boss fight ever. This guy is not good. I know they're really trying to work on bosses. Like, it's pretty obvious in this game that they're trying new things with all the bosses, and they're supposed to be enjoyable. I'm actually texting right now while I was playing this, which is why Ratchet kept just walking slowly forward. For those of you that have been a part of the live streams, you know that my controller is actually horribly messed up from several days logged in bad company sprinting. So the analog sticks both stick in the forward position. So I was actually texting, and Ratchet was just like walking forward. But anyway, you can tell that they've been working on the boss fights, but I mean, look at this. This is not enjoyable. And even then, you have to do like a billion years of hover booting on him, and he takes forever. I beat this guy. I'm trying to beat the whole game on the hardcore difficulty with just my wrench. And if you guys want to see that, I could probably upload some footage of that. I did record most of it, so if you want to see me beating this boss with just my wrench on the hardest difficulty available, you can go and ask for that. But even that was boring, surprisingly. Just a lot of jumping. A lot of jumping and throwing. A lot of wrench throws. Although I would recommend, I have played Up Your Arsenal with just the wrench. Here's another glitch, by the way. Very simple hover jump followed by gliding over onto the boss. I have played Up Your Arsenal with just the wrench and the refractor, because I don't consider the refractor a weapon and it does reflect the Tyrannoid lasers, but I do consider this game to be more fun to wrench only, and that's even on hardcore, but on an easier difficulty I'm sure it'd be even more fun. So I do recommend this game if you're planning on playing wrench only, because the wrench mechanics are so great. So obviously here I'd kill myself to reload my ammo and to slightly impact his health, and once you do that, it is very simple matter of course to gun him down. And he's dead, and then I jump onto ACiT's ship, and for some reason I thought I could skip that cutscene, and then I'm flying away. Look, lots of super speed. Let's not do very many more of these. Entering... I don't know why I didn't speed this up, because this is the most boring part, but I am jumping to the Sector. Yep, make up your mind. Okay, Sector. And then it cuts to a Clank section, I believe. Yep, here we go. Okay, so probably was texting there too. I have to say, whatever I'm doing by practice runs, I'm not exactly engaged in the game terribly. Um, as previously stated, I'm aware there's a faster way to Clank jump now, so don't point out that I could be doing I guess, the triple cancel jump. Because I know now that I should be doing that, even though it really does bother me and it's very difficult for me to do, but I'm sure that I'll acquire that skill in time. And here, Reg the Name, Ian pointed out a wonderful little pull-through glitch you can do, and get into, oh look, now you can have 3 Clanks, which is 3 more than I want, ironically, but, you know, the little copies are actually not nearly as annoying, because they do cute things like, you know, repeat exactly what you did, and they sit down when they're done, which is always fun. But this room cleared very easily. I really should have sped that room up, that's the boring part. And we're going to be moving up on the most pointless minigame in all of Ratchet and Clank history. And that's a pretty big statement, but I've played, I think, every game now besides like Size Matters and Secret Agent Clank and some of the dumb ones. But I've played all the regular games, and I have to say, this little planet game that they make you do, I detest. Cannot stand it. So, oh yeah, and for the sake of the speed run, I don't really think that there's like a tactic you can use to beat it faster. I mean, obviously, it's all about managing power-ups and getting lucky. I mean, ideally, whenever the wave is about to change, whenever the next round is about to start, you should pick up one of the shockwave power-ups. Or preferably, you should pick up a shockwave that then breaks a slow time. But until you get slow times, you have to settle for a shockwave. And the reason, again, here I speed it up. Although you can skip the little tutorial messages where it comes up and says like you know, the red power ups or whatever. You can skip those by pressing start. You can skip right through them. But here, obviously, as soon as the next wave is about to begin, is when you want to break the shockwave ones, because then they'll break all the shockwaves that spawn in the next wave. And here, the Seeker was a bit of a dick. I usually don't kill Seekers. I mean, I know that they don't take very long to kill, but in my experience, killing the Seekers usually isn't worth it, because I can finish the round quickly enough by the time they start appearing that maybe they'll warp like one guy back, but I'd rather re-heal a guy than spend that same time killing a Seeker. So, since I am going to be segmenting this run, excuse me, I think that I definitely will be just not killing the Seekers and waiting. And I mean, if they do transform like maybe 2 anomalies or something, then maybe I'm losing a half second or something. But the fact of the matter is, they don't work very efficiently, and once you start getting all the power-ups going, you can pretty quickly just like kill them and stuff. Forgot to slow time him there, which is why it takes me forever to clear this little room. It's always a bit of an awkward battle for me, though, for whatever reason. Just have to, like, catch them all in perfect timing. Then I have to triple jump there. I don't really know why. Kill him, and then I think, yeah, okay, my slow time there was even a little late, so I lost him, but manually beat him down, and then kill the last guy. It's always a bit of an awkward fight, but I'm sure that in the segmenting, I'll just play through it enough times that I'll pick up on the exact rhythms that you need to take them out, and I'll just make better use of my slow time bubbles, which I really did not that time. And then Orvis is all like, yeah, you're a pretty cool dude, sends me on my way. Pretty bad dad, as far as things go, actually. Cut a little corner here, and end up going towards 3 more of those wonderful planet things. Not really sure if there's anything relevant that I can talk about. I mean, obviously, as more power-ups become available, it does change the tactic you have to use, and obviously I handled this guy very poorly, but that's not something that I need a new tactic for. I just need to not play like an idiot. These guys are wonderful to kill with a little ground pound, and I think I fast forward. Oh, nope, I remember now. I actually paused and took a phone call and then came back. So I cut out several minutes there, but that was just me sitting in the pause menu, so that you didn't miss anything. And then here you can see my tactic of, like, you know, letting the shockwave one go like as soon as the round is about to change, because then it sets off a chain reaction and can do some pretty awesome things. I mean, I'm sure that anyone that's played the game has seen it. And now that I watch it, I actually am killing Seekers if they spawn close to me, but I never go out of my way to kill them. I guess that I kind of treat them like an anomaly, and that I'll either get to them eventually, or I'll solve it that they won't matter. This puzzle room I absolutely adore the solution to. Just have to open that door for a minute. That was actually a bit long, but I didn't want to have to redo this. And then you just jump up like this, and you're on the pad already. There are actually several, not several, I think there are like 2 ways that you can get up onto that higher platform, but obviously that one is the fastest. And then it even gives you enough time to break these boxes and make it to the door in time. So it's a few more bolts towards purchasing the, what's it called, disc blade launcher? No, that's disc blade launcher is a different game. The buzz blades. Oh yeah, and I actually died jumping across these. Hence the cut there. I don't know what I was thinking, but I literally just like jumped towards one and hit it kind of low and slipped off and was just like no, and just cut that out. So just ignore that. I'll admit that I was not playing my best through this section of the game, but I also find that single segmenting probably isn't for me because as the hours start to tick by, I just get bored. I mean, I don't get bored playing the same segment repeatedly. Like anyone in the live stream can tell you, like I'll happily log like 100 resets in a segment in a day without really worrying about it. It doesn't bore me or upset me or try my patience or anything. But for some reason, just playing for that long, different things consecutively, I just don't enjoy. Yet another reason to segment, and yet another reason that my Oblivion run plan is so confusing. Yeah, and then here Seekers really messed me up. So that's the sort of counter argument to my plan, but that sort of thing can just be manipulated out through segmenting. And for those of you that don't know my Oblivion plan, since I have some downtime and I alluded to it, I am still planning at some point in the future to do a single segment 100% Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion speedrun, which is like the complete 199 quests single segment. It's going to be like 12 hours of gameplay or something. And I'm not sure if that will ever happen, honestly, but I think like one of the Pokemon single segment speedruns, one of the bizarre games like Coliseum or something, has a single segment run that's like 10 hours long or something. And I mean, surely I can beat that. Come on. Let's just go ahead and get the longest run on Speed Demos Archive in a single segment. That sounds fun. Sounds dumb if it does, but and I really hope that there isn't much left of this. I don't really remember. I think there's like one more puzzle room within another planet, and then it's over. And, this is actually a really interesting puzzle room. So this puzzle room is one of the big reasons that I want to segment. This and the Vipedia skip are really the only 2 super problematic areas. So as you can see, I delay raising that platform. And then I send both my other Miis over there. Obviously one at a time, so you can't see them both. But I get over there and step on the button, and then I'll send the yellow one. And the trick here is that you're not going to use the elevator like you're supposed to get Clank up there, but instead you're going to use those eyeballs with a slow time bubble. Because if you slow time correctly and jump on the little eyeballs on the right side of the screen right now, you can do some pretty awesome things. So here, I think I actually mess it up the first time, maybe? No, there we go. Perfect the first time. Okay, so that's what you do, essentially, to get up here faster. And it is actually a lot more difficult than I made it look there. Originally, I was doing it without the slow time bubble, because I thought it was more valuable to slow time for the, whatever they're called, these little guys. The Chronos? Terratrophs, that's it. I thought that if you slowed down the Terratrophs, that would buy you enough time that it wasn't worth throwing the time bubble on the ground, but actually using it on the lower level makes that jump so much easier and so much faster that it's definitely worth using it on the bottom. So that isn't even really a reason to segment anymore, but as stated several times, I do just enjoy segmented runs more. It'll help the whole thing be faster, help the play be more polished, and help me keep my sanity. And here, I've never really been sure how to handle those boxes. I usually just break them and take the damage, because I'm never really low enough to death that it matters, but there might be some way that you can, like, hover above them so that the cannon shoots high, and then jump on top of them and hit the shot back from on top of them, and then jump off them before they blow up, but it seems like a lot of work to go through. And I'm actually really close to the end of the video, so let me go ahead and thank you guys for watching. Obviously, this planet is just kind of the same strategy as before, except a little bit less boring because there's more going on. And then I think that I actually cut the video once I hop down here. It's getting close to 15 minutes, so it has to end soon. But this commentary was more acceptable than they usually are, so hope to see you guys next time. I'll probably upload this tonight and do the other one tomorrow, and hopefully get through the rest of the game pretty quickly. See y'all next time.